Hey guys, it's SRC Reptiles, and today I'm making a little update video on my turtle, Atlas. So Atlas is a painted turtle. I had to stop and think for a minute. She looks like she might actually be shedding her scoots, which it wouldn't surprise me. You can see that she's gotten quite large. So her fish that she has in here are Platies, and as you can see, this is one of the larger babies that actually survived from their first batch of babies. One of the other ones is over back in that corner. I also bought 6 ghost shrimp, but I've only seen about 3 or 4 recently. So I'm not sure if the turtle got a couple of them or if they're just hiding somewhere. I went and bought a little cave for the shrimp to hide in off of Etsy. And it goes underneath the soil. I'm pretty sure it's 3D printed. It goes underneath the soil, substrate, sand, whatever. And it's like a little cavern that they can go down into and hide for safety and stuff. And also, I think the baby fish will enjoy using it. You can see the platies pretty much are not concerned at all about the fact that the turtle is just going crazy, except for the babies. The babies obviously are cautious. But, so we've got 2 ruby red, or ruby tiger platies, which is this female here, and then this one back here with the really cool pattern on her tail fin. Then we've got 2 red Dalmatians, which is the male, and the female that are back here. So that one there is a red Dalmatian, and then the male over here is also a red Dalmatian. So the female here with the striped tail fin, I'm pretty sure is the mother of the babies, because when I purchased them, she was pregnant. And now all 3 of them are pregnant because obviously the male has been busy. The turtle just wants food. She wants me to stop talking. You can see she's kind of gotten chonky, so I've been feeding her less. I was giving her food a couple times a day, like a little bit in the morning and a little bit in the evening, but I was like, I feel like that's a lot of food for her, so I've just been giving her food in the evening, so she's not very happy about that. I probably will go ahead and feed the fish. I might give her like 4 pellets, only because I don't want her to mess with the fish. Sometimes when I don't give this to her, I'll just give her like a couple baby dubia roaches or something just to distract her while the fish are eating. So my Malaysian trumpet snails, way back when I bought some snails off of off of eBay, of all the snails that I got, the ram's horn snails, the Malaysian, and there was one other, bladder snails. The Malaysians have made a gajillion babies, so like there's one that's larger, but there's a whole bunch of smaller ones. Now I don't know if all of those are alive or if the turtles messed with them, or if the shrimps possibly messed with them. But you can see that this male fancies the female that also has the spots, but he obviously has got all of them pregnant. I don't know when they're going to be having their babies next, but the last time they had babies, only 2 of them survived. So they kind of take care of the population on their own. I don't have to worry about this tank getting overgrown. Also, if the turtle happens to catch one, I have seen her eyeballing the fish before. I just haven't seen her actually be able to catch them because they're really fast and they're pretty good at avoiding her. There's something floating in the water there. I can't really tell what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to update you on how big she's getting, because the last time I made a video, she was still kind of small. Just to give you an idea. Come here. I don't want her to bite me, because she sometimes is like, ooh, food, but you can see how large she is. If I had to guess, her shell itself is probably about 4 inches, maybe 4.5. But you can tell that she's going to be shedding her scoots. They kind of have a brownish, kind of hazy color to them, versus her really pretty yellow striped pattern. So I've gotten her to where she is pretty used to being picked up by me. I just don't usually go at the front because obviously I don't want her to bite me, thinking that my hand is food. Because she is a turtle after all, so it's not like she probably knows. But her little heater that I have in here is for a 10-gallon, but it actually keeps this 20-gallon at, let's see, we've got 79 degrees is what it's set to. It just automatically heats to that temperature. So in here, we've got a sponge, and then we've got a, this here is not the actual filter. Like, I cut out the centerpiece, and I took some pieces of this quilt, kind of like stuffing, I guess you want to call it, and I filled this deal with the quilt stuffing, so I can just literally, when I clean these out, I can pull this out, and put either new quilt stuffing if the quilt stuffing in this is falling apart, or I can just rinse it out. With the sponge, I just put it in a bucket of water, squeeze it out a few times, and then stick it back in. I don't actually replace it just because I want that good bacteria to stay in the fish tank. I do, like I said, squeeze it out and slosh it around just to get any, like, poop and stuff. Oop. Here, just watch me break my stuff. Nah, the crocodile is fine. Alligator, whatever this little decoration is fine. I'll put it back on the corner here. But anyway, that's pretty much the update for the turtle. So she is going to be getting a bigger tank in the near future. One of the feed stores, like, I think it used to be called Orscheln's. It got bought out by some other company. But they have the really large, thick, heavy-duty plastic horse troughs. And I found a 100-gallon one there for $90. So that's really, really affordable. So all I got to do is actually find a pump that I can get for that. But I also got to figure out where I'm going to put it, because obviously it might be able to fit in this area, but that means everything right here would have to go somewhere else. So I'm debating where it's going to go when I do get it. Obviously, I'm not going to not get it because the turtle definitely will, need that. She's getting quite large in the 20-gallon as is. So definitely in the future. Probably not this year because just a lot of stuff going on with bills and where we just recently bought a house and everything. So we want to make sure that there is enough money to pay for stuff first. Then we can get stuff. And obviously she is not absolutely needing it right away. She still has plenty of space in the 20-gallon. But it's definitely not going to last her much longer as she is getting quite large. Also, I think the fish will definitely appreciate a little bit more peace in the tank. And then I can actually get an actual fish tank light. And I might be able to swap over to live plants instead of fake ones, but I learned really early on I can't have live plants because she literally just rips them all out of the soil, and then they all float around in the tank, and then she either eats them or they die. So I stopped getting live plants because I was tired of her killing them or eating them. So once she does get her own setup, I can have live plants in the tank with the fish. But anyway, guys, oh, darn, I thought that was a shrimp, but it wasn't. Let me see if I might be able to spot one of them for you. I don't see them. Usually they'll hide underneath this rock, but I just see a snail in there. Also, that's one strange thing, too. I have not seen my nearite snails, and there's 4 of them in here. I haven't seen them for... Oh, my goodness! There's a new baby! Oh, he's so tiny! Oh, he's adorable, and he's probably a Dalmatian because he's already got black spots when he's that tiny. Well, apparently one of them had babies, probably like a few... Oh, actually, that almost looks like a week old, because when they are obviously fresh out of the mom, they're itty-bitty. But that was such a tiny little baby. Well, I'm glad that you guys got to discover that with me, because that was so cute. I love my baby fishies. Turt, watching you. So anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this little update for my fish and my turtle. So it's funny because the baby fish are over here investigating what Atlas is doing, and she's just like, feed me. And I'm like, you see, you so chunky, you got a little fat sticking out whenever you move. Look at your legs. They're chunky. So anyway, guys, I'll go ahead and cut this here before I keep rambling on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little update, and have a good rest of your day.